Hi folks, Sandro here with more cartoon news and shenanigans, and today I'm here talking about the Super Mario Bros. Trailer. It's finally here, it launched. I actually did a live stream and gave you guys my live reaction, but I wanted to do this video talking about some of the details, talking about where is the plot for this film going now that we know what's in the trailer. And by the way, you know, the animation here was absolutely amazing. I love this animation. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. This is Illumination bringing out this animation. That was just absolutely wild. So yeah, there's so much to talk about. Let's just do a quick recap of the trailer here, and I'll talk about it some more. So yeah, it was a massive direct. Was it really 45 minutes long? That can't be right. No, it was only a couple minutes long if you cut out like most of it here. Yeah, it was like Miyamoto only talks for like 3-4 minutes, and then we get Jack Black and Chris Pratt and the whole gang. But let's watch here. So yeah, the animation here, absolutely stunning. This is kind of just funny. Now that I'm rewatching the trailer upon a second glance, I'm just like, what was Bowser doing here? Like, what was he just like throwing fireballs down to scare people? I don't understand why they're dropping lava. Is it just like a joke or what? Yeah, it's just to intimidate them, right? It's just to intimidate. Yeah, I guess it's just to intimidate them. They're landing. Oh, I guess they're landing, but yeah, they're dropping anchor. Yeah, but what about those fireballs, right? The fireballs at the beginning, that was just intimidation? Is that what that was? I don't know what they were thinking. Yeah, I guess they just wanted to intimidate them with a couple fireballs, maybe get the fans excited. Like, oh my god, it's Bowser, you know? Even though they immediately cut to a Bowser castle in the sky. But yeah, this looks amazing. I love the fortress here. I hope they use that. Now, I don't know who has the rights to this. Does like Illumination have the rights to this? Like, I don't know how it goes down. But in future Mario games, I would just love to see this fortress make a comeback. It looks amazing. Yeah, look at that thing. Jesus. And then this is the part where they destroy like the Penguin Kingdom. Have we ever been to the Penguin Kingdom in any of the games? Like, I don't remember the Penguin, you know, King. Like, was he a boss or something? You guys let me know. Maybe in one of the Super Mario Bros. Games I didn't play, the penguin boss was, or maybe this stage. Maybe this was the stage. I don't know. I've never seen the Penguin Kingdom before, but I love it. I love it. I hope the Penguin King makes like an appearance in the next Smash Bros. Game. Maybe he'll be a playable character. Maybe he'll be an assist trophy just throwing snowballs with his army. You know, there's a lot of potential with the Penguin King in this film. And especially Mario Kart, right? They now have penguin characters that they can work with, assuming they have like the rights and they can work things out with Illumination here. So yeah, here we go. So there we got Kamek. We got all the Koopa Troopas, and they actually feel like Koopa Troopa. They actually feel like troops here, right? They do feel like troops. They feel like soldiers. I love this feel. In the video games, they never make Bowser feel like an actual king. He always feels like a joke. He does. Bowser literally feels like a joke in the films. In the video, what am I saying? In the films? No. In the films, they get it right. They get it right. He feels like a king. In the video games, he does not feel like a king. I'm sorry, guys. There's very, very few instances where Bowser ever feels like a ruling body that actually does things. But yeah, I'm very grateful that Illumination was able to go in this direction. This is awesome. And yeah, here he comes. Here he comes. The man of the hour, Jack Black himself. Jack Black goes bananas. Oh yeah. And they're scared. They're genuinely scared of him. And that was I love that. That was really good from Jack Black. Open the gates. Yeah, I love that. I love that. Fantastic stuff from Jack Black. That actually sounded like a Bowser-like figure. I do love that. Interestingly, he said, open the gates, and the enemy opened their gates. What's up with that, right? Maybe there was a scene cut here where like Bowser's Koopa Troopa opened the door. I don't know. That's so interesting. Bowser says, open the gates. They open the gates for him. That's kind of weird. Maybe they're just intimidated, but yeah. And the animation here is just on another level, right? Like, this is too good. This animation, wow, I love it. I love the animation style. I'm simply shocked that this is Illumination doing this style. Wow. When can we get this in the Minion movies, you know? Like, Minions looks good, but like, I mean, this looks on a different level than what they usually do. Maybe because they knew Nintendo was watching them, they were pressured to be like more higher quality than usual. I don't know, but I'm loving this. I'm loving this. I kind of wish the background penguins had a little bit more like hats. You know, maybe they had hats and more gear on them instead of just being generic penguins, but all right. They ain't doing shit. And there's an ice catapult, and I mean, hey, you know what? They at least knocked one guy down, you know? They at least knocked down one Koopa Troopa. It would have been funny if he, like, turned into a you know, like when you hurt the turtles in the games, when they hit him with the ice block, it would have been funny if he went into his shell and just started, like, knocking. Hold on, let's go back to that scene. Let's go back there. Hold on. Yeah, right here. Let's pause when we... Yeah. See, you see how he fell down? It would have been funny if he went into his shell and he started bouncing around against all the other Koopa, you know, just knocking them down while in his shell, where it feels like a Mario game where the shells are bouncing a wall from... the shells are bouncing off the walls back and forth. It would have felt like that. I would have done that if I was making this film. I would have made it so he went into his shell and bounced around off some of the other soldiers. That would have been funnier. But still a great scene. Still a great scene here. And I don't know who the king is here. Whoever does the voice. Holy smokes. What a great voice actor. My God. Do you yield? Loving this artwork. Holy shit. The animation. Yeah, I said this during my live stream. That is broken. The fact, like, at this point, I'm just like, why doesn't Kamek just teach Bowser how to use magic? If he could do shit like this, there's no shot Mario could ever defeat Bowser if he just learned how to use Kamek's staff, right? Like, this is busted here. Literally just toss an entire army. Speaking of busted, this is another thing I went over during my live stream. This is ridiculous. Bowser levels an entire cat. Now, it is made of ice. It does look like it's made of ice. But, like, he absolutely just obliterates an entire castle. I'm just out here like, how is Super Mario going to get close to this guy when he could just burn you alive in, like, 2 seconds, you know? So yeah, it's going to be a tall order for Mario to beat Bowser here, but he does have Luigi. Spoiler alert, we do have Luigi, who is shown towards the end. It is called the Super Mario Bros. Movie, so of course we had to have Luigi in there. I'm a little bit sad we didn't get to see Princess Peach during this trailer, but maybe they'll save that for another one. Fantastic. Just broken. So yeah, this is the plot here. It looks like the plot, is that a wishing star? You know, is that, he mentioned, I finally found it. Is it just a generic power star, right? Maybe in this movie universe, a power star that would usually give you invincibility, maybe it gives you something other, you know, maybe it's permanent. Maybe the invincibility is permanent while you're holding it. Because usually in the video games, you touch the star, you get invincibility for like, 15 seconds? I don't know. And then it wears off. So this could be a very special power star that just makes him more invincible than usual. I don't know. Other than that, it could be like a star that grants wishes. And that could be a cool plot direction they go with too. I actually, before this movie came out, I actually predicted that the story was going to be a very basic plot where... maybe it was Mario's birthday, Peach bakes him a cake or something, and then Bowser invades, and then Bowser, he kidnaps the princess, and then Mario goes to save her, and then Peach bakes him an even bigger cake after Bowser's defeated, and she's rescued. So yeah, that plot is the age-old birthday cake plot seems off the table here. We're going with more of a you know, maybe Bowser craves power. Maybe he craves power. He seems like he's going around place to place destroying things. Is this the Penguin Kingdom, right? Does Bowser have to collect multiple stars here? Does he need like 8 stars, right? Usually there's 8 worlds. So this feels like it was an ice world. Maybe Bowser's going to go around place to place destroying different kingdoms, trying to acquire all 8 stars. Maybe that's the situation here. I don't know. But very interesting. He says, I finally found it, which makes it seem like he's been searching for it for years. So maybe there's a lot more to this star than we're thinking of here. Maybe it's not just invincibility. Maybe it's a star that grants wishes. I don't know, but it looks really cool. And he says, who's going to stop me? So that was really cool. Let's go back there for a second. I finally found it. Who's going to stop me? Let's get a closer look. Is that a portal? This seems to indicate here that like Mario, this is not one of those stories where Mario is native to the Mushroom Kingdom. This seems to be taking inspiration from the old school Mario, where we get the whole, you know, he came from New York, right? He came from New York. Maybe he went through a tunnel. And is this movie, it's not going to be live action, I don't think. Maybe we're going to start the film where Mario lives in New York City, right? It's going to start like that. And I guess his brother, because Luigi is here too, and Luigi's his brother. So my theory is that somewhere else in the Mushroom Kingdom, as Mario just got teleported, I think that Luigi also must have ended up somewhere else, because we do see Luigi later. So that's my theory. They both went through a tunnel, and they ended up in different places, and that's why we see Luigi alone later on. So yeah, very interesting. So I'm thinking they're coming from New York. That's where I'm thinking from. I think they're taking inspiration from some of the older Mario stuff, and he's not just a random resident who lives in the Mushroom Kingdom. I feel like a lot of times they don't even explain his backstory nowadays, Nintendo. They're just like, here's Super Mario, he's just there, you know, no backstory needed, he's just there. But anyways, let's keep going. Loving the mushroom aesthetic. This is so cool. It's kind of funny too that like we're getting this trailer in the same year that we got a Sonic film that featured mushrooms at the beginning, right? Did you guys see Sonic the Hedgehog 2? It starts with Jim Carrey as Dr. Eggman on the mushroom planet, right? They're on that mushroom planet, and he's building that weird contraption that, you know, what is it, a Rube Goldberg machine? Yeah, he's making one of those, and I love the idea that Mario and Sonic, they're back at it. They're rivals again in the theaters. I love this. Awesome stuff. So yeah, the thing about, okay, so I did point this out. Mario's face, there were some leaks about Mario's face. It does look a bit weird. I will say that something looks off. I think it's the eyeballs, right? Like, I think they needed to make his eyeballs look a little bit bigger. Like, something's a bit wrong there. Maybe it's the nose. Maybe the nose needed to be a little bit more bigger. But I think it was the eyes. The eyes are really a shakeup here. The eyes are definitely a shakeup. But it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad at all. It just looks a little bit weird. Mushroom Kingdom. And there's a toad. He says, do not touch that mushroom, you'll die. And then I think he says, oh no, wait, that's the wrong one, right?
I'm sorry. That one's perfectly fine.
Yeah, that one's okay, so in the old games, there was like a poisonous purple mushroom. Poison purple mushroom Mario. There was like a toxic, yeah, the poison mushroom, right? So that's a cool little reference there. I think that's a reference. I think they're referencing this old school poison mushroom. I didn't even know this was in the newer games, but yeah. I remember this one from like when I was younger. So yeah, maybe the poison mushroom is still in the games to this day. It looks like it is, maybe. Maybe some of in the new Super Mario Bros. Games. But yeah, very cool. So it seems to be a nice little reference there that, you know, he was about to touch a blue looking mushroom. The toad probably thought maybe it was purple, and that was the one that was going to kill him as soon as he touches it. So very cool nod to the old poison mushroom there. And then he says, come on, Mario. Looks like It seems like we got a cut here. We got a spontaneous cut where it seems that Toad explained like they're in the Mushroom Kingdom. Toad explained like, "Hey, my name's Toad," and then because he immediately says, "Come on, Mario," like he knows him. So yeah, there seems to be some missing footage there. Obviously, it's a trailer, right? And I love this shot. What a beautiful shot. There's so much love here. There's so much love in the animation. You know, I remember when Toy Story 3 came out, everybody was talking about how amazing the scene, right? The scene where like all the toys in the daycare were. Let's go to that one. Toy Story 3 daycare. Like people were saying, wow, look at how beautiful this, like the animation on that, right? Look at the animation here. We got like everything everywhere. The amount of detail in this one scene is bananas, folks. It is crazy. It is just crazy. I'm a big fan. This one, honestly, looks a lot of love, a lot of detail. I absolutely love it. There's even a faded rainbow there, you know, that making it look even cooler. You know, it looks like this super peaceful village. I love this. I love this. We got some flying sky islands, you know, getting some more Sonic the Hedgehog vibes once again. And yeah, very nice. You could clearly see the castle at the top there. Very cool. I do wonder if this is going to affect video games going forward. The next time we see Peach's Castle, will it be atop a hill? I don't know. I'm very curious. But, you know, the movies, sometimes if the movies are big enough, they do impact the games. So I'm very interested to see where this could be headed in the future. And like I said, the Penguin King that we saw a little bit earlier, I could see that character going to Mario Kart 8 as a character. I could see the character going to a future Smash Bros. Easily. That character just looks iconic and funny. And there's the logo. Very nice, very nice. Loving it. Chris Pratt, Anya Taylor-Joy, Charlie Day, Jack Black, Keegan Michael Key, Seth Rogen, Fred... And there's Luigi. Yeah, this is the thing. I didn't really go over this too much on my stream. I was actually just shocked they actually showed Luigi. But we got all the actors there again, yeah. I'm not a fan of Seth Rogen. I told you guys, I just really am not a fan. Charles Martinet, that is the actual voice of Mario and Luigi, right? Like if you play Smash Bros. Or you play almost any Mario game, it is literally just Charles Martinet. He does the voice. I think he even has like a world record for the most video game. He's done so many video game voices of Mario. He got some kind of like huge award for it, for the Guinness Book of World Records. Crazy stuff. And now let's jump into Luigi. We got the dry bones out here chasing him. So again, this is my theory. Mario and Luigi, they went through a tunnel in New York. And they both ended up in different places. Mario got really lucky. He ended up in the Mushroom Kingdom. Luigi got the short end of the stick, and he ended up in some godforsaken, you know, spooky world. Maybe he ended up in Spooky World. I don't know where he is. No, but there's a castle. And, you know, that is a castle. So will we see Boo's? I think, you know, Luigi's Mansion. I wouldn't be surprised if he... Right after this scene, and by the way, only in theaters April 7th, just in case you guys didn't know the release date. And Universal, there you go. You got Universal attached there. Who knows what kind of crazy stuff they'll add to the theme parks for more Super Mario Bros. Stuff. But yeah, as soon as this scene ends, we could get a scene where Luigi is chased by Boo's, giving a reference to Luigi's Mansion. Or maybe we'll see one of Bowser's children. Maybe we'll see Roy. I think, is that his name? Roy Koopa. No, hold on. What is the name of those? Hold on. Super Mario bosses. Not Roy. Roy's one of the Koopalings. Super Mario. No, it's this guy. Boom Boom, right? Yeah, Super Mario. Boom Boom. That's his name, right? Yeah. Maybe like Boom Boom will be like the boss in this castle. I don't know. I'm just speculating. I'm spitballing here, folks. I'm just spitballing. I'm trying to guess, but yeah, it could be. Maybe one of Bowser's kids is literally in this castle. We don't know. We're not sure what's going to be in the castle, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's a boss there that they have to defeat. Or maybe will Luigi be brave? One of the things about Luigi frequently is he's a bit of a scaredy cat. You know, he's chattering teeth. He usually has chattering teeth. He's like, Mario, you know. He's usually a very frightened young lad there. And I'm just curious to see, are we going in the route of a more brave Luigi? That's something most people probably wouldn't think of. But yeah, it could be. It could be. He does have a bit of a scared look here, but I don't know. I'm not sure which direction they're going to go with. This is Illumination, right? They took a lot of feedback from, Nintendo, but I'm sure they wanted to do some things of their own, right? They probably wanted to make the characters a little bit different. That's why we got Luigi and Mario looking just a little bit unusual compared to what we usually see Mario looking like right here, right? That's what he usually looks like. But yeah, they definitely took some creative liberties in the animation department, but I'm all for it here. I still think their faces look a little bit weird. I think it's the small eyes. I think if they made the eyeballs just a bit bigger, it would have looked a bit better. But the animation is looking absolutely fantastic. The animators deserve a raise, says Tronic. Yeah, I love how Miyamoto stressed finally an animated movie. And yeah, during the scenes here with Miyamoto, he does mention that, there's Jack Black. Miyamoto actually mentions here that it took them like 7 years to get this film made. They've been in the talks for 7 years to finally get this thing going. So that's wacky that it takes that long, and all the memes aside, this movie looks absolutely incredible. Yeah. This doesn't look half bad. The design and texture of the characters reminds me a bit of the Smash Bros appearance. It reminds me of the Bowser Jr. reveal trailer for whatever reason. And yeah, the voices do work. Nice job, Nintendo. Yeah, they do work. Chris Pratt and Jack Black was not expecting them to be this good. Wow, they really nailed the roles here. I'm just a bit worried for Seth Rogen doing his god awful Seth Rogen impression. The guy only has one range, and the range is Seth Rogen. So Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong, big yikes. But I'm very curious to see what Charles Martinet is going to be playing. Is Wario in this? Is Waluigi in this? I'm very curious. Maybe they'll make a little cameo at the end. Maybe that's why Charles Martinet is in here. Maybe that's why he is. Maybe Wario and Waluigi just have a nice little cameo at the end, and they set up a sequel. Who knows? So that's going to be a nice little breakdown here. Nice little discussion. Let me know your thoughts and comments in the comment section down below. Please like, please share, please subscribe. And that's going to be it from me. Peace out. Bye-bye. Have a great day. And I cannot wait to watch this movie, folks. April 7th. It can't come sooner. I feel like that episode of South Park where Eric Cartman freezes himself so he could get to the Nintendo Wii faster, He just wants to play the Nintendo Wii, so he freezes himself. I'm not going to freeze myself, but God, I wish there was some kind of chamber that can make time go faster. Yeah, the time chamber from Dragon Ball. Well, that does the opposite, right? That does the opposite. It makes time go slower so that you can train for a long period of time. But, anyways, that's going to be the end of the video. Can't wait for this film. Can't wait. My most anticipated film of next year. My God, I can't wait for this one. See you guys in the next one, and let me know if you're hyped for this movie. Yeah, the end. Bye-bye.